Hello, adventurers. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kevin.
And today we're going to be talking about the Disney Destiny. We're going to be breaking down our experience aboard the Disney Destiny on our latest trip a couple of months ago. And so for this video, we're going to kind of just like break down into like 6 different categories of our experience aboard the ship. So we're going to be kind of talking about the itinerary itself. We're going to be talking about like the theme of the ship, the different characters that are unique there, all the different onboard activities, the entertainment, and last but definitely not least, we'll be talking about food. And I figure too, to kind of wrap everything up, we can kind of share our overall highs and lows during the trip. So not just uniquely to the ship, it could be if you want, but just kind of really about the trip itself. So with that, do you want to jump right in and kind of share your initial thoughts of when we first heard about the Disney Destiny and like knew about the ship? Or you can even share about your initial thoughts of like when you boarded the ship. Just again, overall, like what were you thinking and feeling kind of going into that trip?
Yeah. Having been on, is it the Wish class?
It's the Wish class ship.
Right. Having been on the other Wish class ships beforehand, I was excited simply because it was the hero theme.
Yes.
You know, I'm a big Marvel fan, and just heroes in general, especially from the old Disney stories that they tell. You know, so-and-so goes and saves so-and-so, and it's happily ever after.
Yep.
I love that kind of story, so I was really intrigued to see how they would do it with the ship, what the theming would look like, and so I was hopeful that was going to be like pretty cool.
Executed well. Yeah. I think too, like Kevin said, is that the Destiny is part of like the Wish class of ships. And so in case if you're not familiar with cruising, what happens is cruise lines have like a classification of a ship, and they usually make multiple ships within that class. So it's usually it's the same size, similar layout, a lot of times the same type of restaurants and bars. And so this Wish class is like the newest class of ship. And the ships that are part of that is the Disney Wish, the Disney Treasure, and now thirdly, the Disney Destiny. And so our first ship ever was the Disney Wish, and then we've been on the Disney Treasure. So the Disney Destiny was going to be like the third time being aboard a Wish class ship. And I think for me, for like initial thoughts, I had really high expectations, which was probably like a blessing and a curse, because the Wish was so amazing because it's our first cruise. So of course it's like, gosh, this is amazing. And the theme is really great. And then we go on the Disney Treasure literally after that, and it is the most
chef's kiss.
It's my favorite ship. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. The Treasure is my favorite ship. And it was really amazing to see everything that they learned from the Disney Wish and what they then implemented into the Disney Treasure. Yeah. So then, of course, when I'm like, oh my God, the Disney Destiny, like they're going to even learn even more and make the ship even that much better, which I think like in some aspects they did, and some aspects they like went back. And so like, and you'll hear some of those thoughts as we go through the different categories. So I think just initially I had a lot of like high hopes, and just like you, like we love the MCU, like we love Marvel, like love superheroes. And even like I love the idea of like more villains, because again, we often go to Disney World. We don't often we've only been to Disneyland once, and we don't get those opportunities to like interact with the villains or just like have that like experience. So
they have like special nights in Disneyland, and where they do more like, they bring out a lot of niche villains and things, and it's so cool.
And that's like where I get you. And even like too, I think like a lot of times their villains just walk around too, though. Yeah. Like the Evil Queen.
Yep.
That does not happen at Disney World.
No.
So like even just like on a regular day, like you can interact. Like Gaston walks around at Disneyland. Like that doesn't happen at Disney World. So I think too, my heart yearns to have some more of those experiences, especially since I don't get it at Disney World. I was like really intrigued to get those opportunities on a Disney cruise. Well, let's just jump right into it then. So the first category that we're going to talk about is the itinerary. And if you didn't know, on cruises, each ship has its own itinerary. Like, they're not the same. And also the itineraries are consistently changing. So from where the ship is ported at to where it goes, and the length of the itinerary changes often. So at the time that we're recording this video and when we went on the Disney Destiny, it offers a 4 or 5 night cruise in the Bahamas and the Western Caribbean. When we went on the ship, it was a 5 night cruise. And it's currently at port in Fort Lauderdale, and that's where it was for us.
Yep.
And so for the 5 night cruise, you start off in Fort Lauderdale. Then it was a day at sea, and then it was Cozumel, Mexico, a day at sea, Castaway Cay, and then you ended back in Fort Lauderdale. So that was our itinerary. And so I think as we're going through these categories, think of it like like a 5-star rating. Let's try to like rate it too.
Okay.
So the pros of this itinerary is I really love the 5 night. I mean, the longer cruises are definitely I like better than the shorter cruises. We've done a 3 night cruise, a 4 night cruise, a 5 night cruise, and a 7 night cruise now. And definitely I do not like those like short cruises. So the 5 night itinerary was really great. And
it's a good sweet spot.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I always would want a 7 night cruise.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It doesn't help that the Treasure, our favorite ship, was the one that had it.
Yes. Yes. So of course it's like, who doesn't want a week-long vacation? So of course I would want a 7, but 5 night was plenty. Like, I felt like I actually got to enjoy everything on the ship. Like when we left the Destiny, there was truly nothing that I was like, like I wish we could have done that. Like, we really did hit everything.
Yeah.
So from like the 5 night perspective, loved. I do love the Caribbean one, like Caribbean cruises. So far, those are the only types of cruises we've taken. We haven't done anything else. Like, we haven't done an Alaskan cruise, a European cruise, Mediterranean. Yet. We haven't done like out of California or Texas, where some of the ports can be for the other ships. We haven't done any of that. We've only done like Florida. But with that, Fort Lauderdale, I do not like that port.
I was going to say the port is very convoluted in its organization. You could tell it's a cargo port.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
As opposed to, is it Port Canaveral?
Yeah.
Yeah, Port Canaveral with the other ones is very much, there's a lot less going on.
Yeah.
And like more cruise ship stuff happening as opposed to more business cargo things being moved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it feels far more industrial at Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
As opposed to a little bit more comfortable in Port Canaveral.
Yeah, and Port Canaveral's the other port in Florida. That's like an hour and a half drive from Disney World. So yeah, Fort Lauderdale, not my preferred port, but we are from Wisconsin. So again, when we want to take a cruise, we've often enjoyed it being out of Port Canaveral because we can do a Disney World trip with it. Because again, especially in today's economy, it's not cheap flying. It is not cheap. So again, we're flying from Wisconsin down to Florida. We have to get the biggest bang for our buck, like when we're taking these trips. And even like from like a vacation perspective, like a lot of times these cruises are not like just over the weekend. So you have to take a good chunk of PTO. So utilize our PTO as much as we can. So flying, like there's no direct flight, or there's minimal direct flights. I shouldn't say there's no, but there's very minimal direct flights from Wisconsin to Fort Lauderdale specifically. So again, even just like getting down there, it's so annoying for us. It's not easy, not cheap either. It's even more expensive to fly to Fort Lauderdale than it is to Orlando. And oftentimes, we've done it where we will fly into Orlando, rent a car, drive down, because it's still cheaper than to get that direct flight, which is crazy. So again, it's like you're talking about like we're spending, and that's a 3.5 hour drive. So again, like from Orlando to Fort Lauderdale, it's not like just an hour, it's 3.5 hours. So again, it like you're committing time to it. So like we've done all different types of things to
try to make it work.
Make it worth our while and like to make it as cheap as possible. So yeah, so just like for us specifically. So again, like if you're local to Florida, Fort Lauderdale might be amazing for you. Not my favorite, not my preferred, because again, I am trying to squeeze every second out of that trip. So most likely I'm trying to do Disney. So like I don't like that I'm not in the Disney bubble when we're down there. So
I will say,
yeah, so like for this trip specifically, like we flew down the day before and then stayed at like one of the preferred hotels. Like Disney has like 2 hotels where they will offer a shuttle service. And when I say offer, it's just, you still have to pay for it. It's not free, but they'll have a shuttle service that picks you up from those hotels. And it's only 2 hotels. One, kind of expensive. Like luckily we had points. We used it points, so it was for free, but it was like $500-$600 a night at this Hilton. So expensive. So that'd be again staying like at a deluxe resort on property, which we don't do. Like we do not often stay in a deluxe. And if so, we've only stayed at deluxe because we've got free upgrades.
Yeah.
We've never paid out of pocket to stay at a deluxe resort. So.
And we stayed at this location because
it offered that shuttle service.
But they also recommend, for the record, getting to the area that your cruise is gonna like depart from.
Yes.
A day prior.
Yes.
So like obviously we had a single day to just like one night for this place.
Yes,
what an interesting. I'm just remembering.
Correct.
the part. Correct. Somebody's birthday.
Someone's birthday. Yes.
Popping off.
There was like a mega yacht at this hotel, and he clearly had a massive party for whoever was in this party, and it was, I mean, like go-go dancers, like the smoke guns. It was insane. It was a whole production team. It was absolutely insane. Like, and again, because obviously, like I'm going in thinking, oh, this is Disney recommends this hotel, so I'm thinking it's a little bit more family friendly, and I have no problem. Like, pop off. It was so much fun, but it just was not what I was expecting walking into.
Yeah,
it was just really like, again, it felt crazy, but it was a very beautiful hotel. The room was gorgeous. We had a gorgeous view.
For sure.
The restaurant on site was really amazing. So again, like I'm not going to knock it, but I love the Disney bubble. And so, and I do, like since we always fly out at least a day before a cruise, I would have much rather been at a park. Like I would have loved to fly in, go to Epcot, eat and drink, ride some rides, and then hit a cruise. Like that is my preferred.
Fair.
That is my preferred to do. So then
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know, I feel like we're spending so much time talking about Fort Lauderdale, but I have to say it. That is my biggest grievance. Like going forward, because now we've done it twice. We've done it with the Dream and the Destiny. I know there's that new ship coming out. What's it called? Believe?
The Believe.
The Believe. It's going to be another Wish class ship. If it's at Fort Lauderdale, I'm going to be very upset. I am going to be very...
wait till it goes to another port.
Yeah, I will definitely I will avoid that port going forward. That's just me personally. Unless if I became a local magically and like, again, it became easier and like going to the parks, like that would be that's like what would change. But again, like
we did meet a couple who was actually at our table during the dinners who are from Fort Lauderdale, and they said like the amount, like they don't even have to take PTO. Right. And so like, again, they're just like,
they'll do like the weekend cruises, the 3-night cruises.
Yeah. And totally makes sense for like local cruises. I can imagine like the port in Texas, you know, very similar things.
Yep.
Right. So like, again, us being from Wisconsin, you know, we don't have that.
Yeah. And there's no way I'm ever flying to Florida and not going to Disney.
Yeah.
And that might be a me problem. I'm willing to deal with that, whatever. So yeah. So with this trip too specifically, just to clarify, so we flew out the day before, did the 5-night cruise, and then we did drive from Fort Lauderdale to Disney World, and we spent 5 park days up there. So this is like a 10-day trip total. So again, like I'm squeezing every minute I have down there to do Disney stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so talked enough about the port. Don't like it. So the itinerary 5-night, loved. And then specifically with this itinerary, it was one of the better ones since it went down. Because again, like I said, you start off in Fort Lauderdale, day at sea, Cozumel, Mexico, day at sea, Castaway Cay, and then you're back in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. What I liked about, I love days at seas. Again, it gives you actual time to like enjoy the ship, and there's so many more activities on the ship because people are like obviously can't get off. So like I think just like the daily activities are so much better. So I love that we had 2 days at sea. Love Castaway Cay. Especially since we've only done these Caribbean cruises, I can't imagine being on a Disney cruise and not going to Castaway or Lookout. Like I feel like it goes into like having a perfect Disney cruise.
Was it our second cruise that like because of weather?
Yes.
We weren't able to go.
And I felt it.
It was a bummer. That was my birthday.
That was your birthday cruise,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the sad letter when we got into at the terminal.
Right as you arrived, they're like, sorry. And they hand it to you. I'm like,
no Castaway Cay for you.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
And actually, what I will say though, because that was a 3-night cruise, I think it was okay though, because then it was just 3 days on the ship.
That's true.
So I think again, like,
I mean, we did have a good time.
We did have.
We're
a good time.
getting off topic.
Yes, but anyways, I love Castaway Cay. I have to do it. I feel like I can't not.
Yes.
So the second thing I want to mention is because it was in Cozumel, Mexico, you go real south. So when we went on this trip, this cruise was the first week or the last week in February. So it's still kind of cold. Like even in like if you go down to Castaway Cay, it's still kind of cold sometimes. Yeah. And so I like that this one, Cozumel, Mexico, you go way south. So like it is warmer. You're getting that warmer days. Sometimes that's like not my favorite itinerary when you're still just kind of like, if you're just doing Nassau, Lookout, or Castaway, like you're only like 100 miles off of Florida. Like you're not, so if you're doing a cruise that's like on like the outer skirts of the summer, so again, like if you're going in like fall and winter and even early spring, like it can get cold still. So I liked that this itinerary took us way further south because it was really warm still.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I would say, so for the itinerary, I think I'm going to put it at, I have to knock it down because of Fort Lauderdale. I do. It cannot be a 5 out of 5 for me. I have to knock it down. I think I'm going to give it like a 3.5 out of 5.
I think that's a fair rating.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'd agree. I wish we could, like, which one was Jamaica in?
That was Treasure.
Dang. Yeah, see, like
it
that.
It was so good.
But, like, that location was just, like, wow. Like, stunning.
I know, you loved that port.
Yeah, and we didn't get...
No, but it just looked beautiful.
But we didn't leave the ship for Cozumel either.
No, because our activity got canceled because there wasn't enough people.
Because we were gonna, but we've been there before.
We've done Cozumel before,
yeah,
yes.
And that's where we did the Mayan ruins.
Yep.
Right, yeah, that was so cool.
Okay, so the next thing is the theme. And so kind of how I wanted to like break it down is like the flow of the ship, because I know it's a hot topic with regular cruisers. The flow of the ship on the Wish class ships. I want to also talk about like the design and like overall like theme of the ship. So again, like the Grand Hall, the stern character, because each Disney cruise ship has a stern character. And again, like the overall theme is like heroes versus villains, and also the cabins themselves, like the themes within the cabins. So just for reference, our cabin was Big Hero 6, but you could have had The Incredibles. What was some of the other ones? I can't even think. Because I know our deck was Incredibles and Big Hero 6. We got Big Hero 6, but yes. But yes.
I can't remember.
I know, me neither. Oh, well.
Big Hero 6 was the coolest.
Big Hero 6 was the coolest. I specifically called the cast members to make sure that was the cabin we were getting. So let's talk about the theme. So again, the Grand Hall was Black Panther themed, and then the stern character, I realized I didn't mention who it was. It's Spider-Man on the Disney Destiny. Mm-hmm. I would say For the theme itself, I loved that it was heroes and villains. I think it was one of the better executed themes. Again, I think the Treasure did it the best, but I would say the Disney Destiny is second, in my opinion. I think they did it better than what they did on the Wish. I think there's just more to play with heroes and villains personally, so I think that was like a really easy one to execute. I mean, the Grand Hall was, I mean, that was breathtaking.
So cool.
That was crazy.
Yes.
That was so incredibly done. It was executed so well. The Stern character, Spider-Man, Spider-Man's not my favorite in general, what my favorite thing is, okay, I know Spider-Man is like probably one of the biggest superheroes out there, like from like the masses. Like the masses know who he is, love him, blah, blah, blah. I don't care for Spider-Man. I hate that stupid Spider-Man web slinger ride at Disney's California Adventure.
I will say, I don't like that they used the bots from that. I like that was...
That was a true yuck.
Yeah, Spider-Man, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But you using the little like bots on the back of it that are like, that he's, struggling, that duplicate themselves.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like...
Ugh, I know. Well, I'm even trying to think like, okay, so we have Black Panther in the Grand Hall. Like, who would I even want as like as the character on the Stern? So... I don't know. I think that my issue is I don't think I would have done, again, another, like, MCU character, theoretically. Because ultimately, throughout the ship, too, it's like, it's heroes and villains. So it's like, I don't know if I would necessarily go, like, MCU. Like, there's so many other heroes. Like, honestly, like, Hercules could have been so cool.
I was just thinking that. Get out of my head. That's crazy. I'm literally over here just like... Hercules would have been a real, like, that jawline on the back of a ship.
He could have been like holding, I don't know. I think Hercules could have been so cool. I just think, I would rather have seen like maybe a Disney hero versus like an MCU character.
I just don't think they'll put like a villain on the
which would have been so, or if they did like a hero and a villain, I think they could, like a Hades and Hercules. Like I think they could have had a little bit more fun, but... That's just my 2 cents.
I think Spider-Man was a good choice, if not a safe choice.
It was a safe choice.
For it.
Yeah. So, so I think our cabin, Big Hero 6, was amazing. I think it was executed very well. I loved it. Because like on other ships, like on Wish, I think we've had Moana, which was really beautiful. Oh, Hercules is definitely a theme on one of the other cabins.
Yeah.
Hercules is for sure.
Was Merida one? Brave?
Probably. It has to be.
Right?
Yeah.
Brave would be good on the back of a ship.
Brave would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. With her hair and everything.
Well, it's her and then like her 3 little brothers as bears.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be so fun.
That'd be good.
So I would say like overall for the theme, I'm probably going to give this a 4 out of 5. Because also too, love the flow of the ship. I know everyone else hates the Wish class. Maybe it's because it was the first Disney cruise ship I was ever on. It makes sense to me. When we were on the Dream, and it was only a 3-night. I'll give it that. It was only a 3-night. I still could never figure out where anything was.
That's fair.
Even on the last night, I was still like, where is this? And I remember like we were running to get to our Apollo reservation, and it was impossible for us to find it.
So confusing on how to like get there, but also, I think what people never told us was that apparently there's a ring on a specific deck that goes around the entire thing, and you can get to everything from that ring.
Yeah.
And like I get it from that perspective, but we don't like what we're doing is inside.
In the ship, yeah.
So it's like we have explored the outside of the Wish ones, but like now that we know them really well, we're like,
I like it.
It's what is it, Ron Swanson? I know more than you.
Yeah. So I like it. So for the theme, so again, I love the Grand Hall. Spider-Man I could take, but I'm not gonna knock it for Spider-Man. The overall theme I thought was really good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I don't think it was like slam dunk, but it was a 4 out of 5 for me.
I think I'll also give it a 4 out of 5. I think, especially with how beautiful that statue of like T'Challa is.
Oh, and the Black Panther. Like you have both.
Well, T'Challa is the Black Panther.
No, I know, but you have him in like human form, and you have a physical Black Panther standing next to him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's one of those things where it was like, So beautiful. I loved the piece of like that chandelier. I don't even know what you'd call that. But,
so good.
But I will say that like there was something that I just wish they did more with it. Especially from the vibe of like Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like I think they could have done a little bit more.
Yeah.
Other than what was the bigger theater, like I think that was Sarabi, right? Like themed or Lion King themed.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just think they could have done more Wakandan.
It was Saga.
Yeah, thank you, Saga Lounge, yeah. I think they could have done just like more Wakandan theme.
Yeah. That's totally
Yeah,
fair.
I don't know how, but like I just feel like maybe a little bit more digitization in like the railings or something.
Yeah.
Would have been fun, but like so 4 out of 5 I think is a fair one because first and foremost it is incredible when you behold it.
Yep. It's beautiful. All right, so next is characters. But I wanted to just focus on like the characters that are unique to the Disney Destiny. So like I did go on Disney Cruise Line's website to make sure that these are just like specific to this, or at least these are the ones that they're advertising like you can meet on this ship. And so first off, gotta talk about Gamble and Zaya. They are the storytellers of the Disney Destiny. We have Cruella de Vil, Loki, Dr. Facilier, and Maleficent. And so I got, obviously, like those are all like villains.
Yeah.
And so first off, what I want to talk about is Gamble and Zaya, the storytellers of the ship. So this, I have to put my phone down for this one. It's because of them that they made this ship so amazing.
Agreed.
Because this is another thing that I love about the Wish class ships that like you don't get on, that we didn't experience on the Dream. And again, I don't know if it's because they don't offer it or again, if this is unique to the Wish class, but they are storytelling your entire trip.
Start to finish.
Start to finish. So again, like whether you're on I don't think the Wish does it as much, but you have the fairy godmother, you go on the treasure and you have I forgot what their characters' names are, but like they're again, like there's two characters like leading you through the story of the ship. And then you have Zaya or Gamble and Zaya on the Destiny. And they are working their butts off and it is phenomenal. So during your entire trip, they'll have like little shows in all these different parts of the ship. And they're like slowly like unraveling the story of like heroes and villains and like the destiny and like all these different things. And the beautiful thing is you don't have to attend every single showing that of Zaya and Gamble are doing. You can just like hit like these like random ones or whatever, and you're still getting the full story. And there's like all these like amazing interactable moments with them. And they're everywhere too. It's like they would be at pirate night. They would be like at just any like other gathering where like they don't necessarily need to be at, but they were there. And like they were at troublemaking with Cruella. Like they're in all these different moments and they're making sure you're having a fantastic time aboard the Disney Destiny. And they are so funny. The story that they're telling is just absolutely incredible. Obviously, Disney is like amazing storytelling company. Like that is where they make all of their money and thrive. And they did it the best. Yeah. It was so good. Like I just like when I think about it, I'm like I just get a big smile on my face. And those people who played those characters, I mean, give them $1 million. They did fantastic.
Their ability to yes and ad lib with everyone around them. Like it is incredible. Like the skill set of these actors, these cast members, are phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
And they made it.
They made it.
They made the trip so much better.
It was so incredible. Like I just cannot get over it. So again, like just from them, like I
was jealous of Gamble's mustache.
He did have a good mustache.
Yeah.
So I just because of them two alone, I will talk about the other characters, but it gets a 5 out of 5. They made the ship. And that's the thing too that I love though, is like at the end of the trip, at the end of your, like the last night of your cruise, they have this like farewell little gathering. And so again, like they retell all, like they bring out all the memories from your entire ship. And it's just like literally, I cry when I'm there. I cry when I edit the videos. Like, it is just...
She's on the verge of tears right now, thinking about it.
Thinking about it. Like, it is so... It's just insane. Like, you feel like you are having this main character moment. You feel like it's like Disney's giving you this opportunity to be a part of the story, and you're leading it. Even though, like, again, they've been leading you the whole time, but you think you're in charge of your destiny. And that was, like, again, the whole point is, like, find out your destiny. Are you a hero? Are you a villain? Like, maybe you're both, and, like, you have all these different, like, moments, and it was just incredible. Like, if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I would have as much fun on a Disney cruise. And I think that's, like, why the dream fell flat for me, because there wasn't this, like, thing that I'm supposed to be experiencing. It was just like, you're on a ship and here's all these, like, random things for you to do, versus, like, again, on the Wish and the Treasure and the Destiny, like, there's something, like, there's, like, a mission while you're on the ship, and there's these characters who are leading you through that journey. Yeah. And so it gives me a purpose. I think that's sometimes too, is like, why am I on this ship? I need a purpose. And, like, they just, here's your purpose and here's what you're gonna do. So, I mean, it's 5 out of 5 for me.
I think initially it's what they wanted for the Star Wars project.
Yeah.
As well. They wanted that to be like the storytelling, and, like, I get that, and I wish we could have, but you know.
And it's not for everyone. So I can imagine, like, for some people, like, that is probably, like, a 1 for them, because, like, they don't want to necessarily be a part of a story, and they don't want to, like, take a hold of their, like, they just want something where it's like go play trivia and, like, go do these things and, like, relax at the pool. Like, that's a perfect trip for them, which is great. Like, you can do that on the ship. But I love the storytelling.
Being a part of.
Yes, I want to be a part of it, and I want to feel purpose and meaning in it all. So amazing. And like I said earlier, Cruella de Vil, Loki, Dr. Facilier, Maleficent. We met all of them but Dr. Facilier. And it was just incredible. I mean, Cruella de Vil, oh my God, she was so incredible.
Yeah.
She was so funny. Like, I don't remember, and I think maybe because, again, like, it's, like, at the parks and stuff like that, but, like, Cruella doesn't come off in the movies as funny. I mean, like, she has, like, comedic moments, but, like, she's so funny. She was so funny on the ship. Just every moment. We got to meet her and do a little thing called troublemaking with Cruella that's at the piano bar at DeVille's, and just, wow. I mean, she was fantastic. So, again, I'm giving the characters 5 out of 5. And, of course, Loki. Obviously, I'm biased. Love Loki. So yeah, I'm giving 5 out of 5 with the characters on the ship.
Okay. I think that's fair, and I would agree. I think the actors and the cast members involved in these things really bring heart to the entirety of any individual's experience. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is you are doing, they make that moment yours.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you get the most impact.
Yeah.
And, like, whether you're our age or whether you're somebody who's a toddler, I have seen magic happen that just brings joy to so many people, regardless of which character, and, like, how much fun you can have. I mean, did we meet the evil queen on this one too? Maleficent, that's right. We met Maleficent.
So good.
She, stunning.
Yeah.
It was
She was
crazy.
so tall.
So tall. At first I'm like, are you actually that tall? Or, like,
Yes.
or do they have you in platforms? It might be both, but, like, either way, so crazy where I'm just like,
we both had to look up.
I know, both looking up like, whatever you want, Mom.
I know, and she saw, like, my birthday pin, because it was my birthday on this trip, and she was like, oh, again, just, they're so quick. She was so quick and funny. Oh, it was so good. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun and just so cool. And, again, so unique.
Yep.
And there's just so many, like, most of the time during our character interactions, she is the one doing all the talking. I'm just the one in the corner just...
Yeah. Here for a good time. Yeah. No, it's good. It's so good. So what would you rate the characters?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
I agreed with yours.
Yeah. Next is onboard activities. And so some of these aren't unique to just the Disney Destiny. Like, it's usually, like, on all the ships, but on the Wish class versus, like, the Dream class or the Fantasy class, maybe. I don't know what it is. And then even, like, the Wonder and Magic, it's a little bit different. So we have the Aqua Mouse, which is a water slide on the ship. We have Quiet Cove, which is, like, the adults only section. It has pools and coffee. There's Sense Spa and the Rainforest Room. So they have a spa there. And within that spa, we have the Rainforest Room, which is a really cool paid experience. Funnel Vision, which is obviously the amazing TV outside on the main deck. The huge one. Trivia, and then all sorts of other things. The cool thing on Disney Cruise Line is they have this amazing app, and it actually is a really great app, and it has all the activities for every single day, and like you can go in there and see everything. They have movie theaters, like I said, they do trivia, they do crafts, they do free giveaways, they have meetings with the characters. That's how you find out things about like troublemaking with Cruella or like the meeting with Maleficent. Like they have all these things in the app, and you can easily find it per day. You can even like search for things like, oh, characters, or like, oh, we want to do trivia, or like they have like even the subcategories. It's so easy to navigate, and you can like everything, and then you can see all the things that you like, so like you don't forget. And you can set reminders on there to remind you like 15 minutes beforehand, so you don't miss the activity that you're trying to do. It's so amazing. So plugging in that. So anyways, the onboard activities, I don't think from like an onboard activity there was too much that was different outside the character stuff. So again, like we had the troublemaking stuff, we had the Maleficent. There was definitely a really cool Dr. Facilier thing that we didn't get to go to, that I heard a lot of people talk about, and it was really great, but we just didn't have time. So, overall, Aqua Mouse was amazing. We got to go on it 3 times. We were lucky enough to go on it 3 times.
In a row. We just stayed in our tube.
Yes.
Because everybody, that was Cozumel, because everybody else was off doing their excursions.
Yep.
Ours got canceled, as we mentioned.
Yep.
So therefore...
And we rope dropped it. It was like 8 in the morning. It was a little chilly, but we were like, whatever.
Yeah, we're like, let's just do it.
Yep.
Have some fun. Start the day getting wet, having fun. Just, it was a good time. Yeah,
that was fun. So the Aqua Mouse was really great. I mean, the adult only section, I feel like we always got a spot. Like, we didn't have really any issues. I know some people have some issues with the adult only section. Since the spa, we did book the Rainforest Room for our entire length of cruise. And that also helps too. So that is an additional fee, and then you do get a pass. And so again, it's a smaller section, it's a private section. There's no kids there. And there's like hot tubs, there's loungers, in and out, inside and outside. There's saunas, there's cold rooms, there's cool shower experiences you can do. And so we've been doing that every single cruise.
Yep.
And worth it. And it was just amazing. I did like the Rainforest Room on the Dream, but I do like it better on the Wish class. It's just bigger.
I was gonna say Wish class all day.
It's so much bigger. I like that there's more showers on the Dream, but I don't like that the hot tubs are enclosed. For some reason that like irritates me. It does. I don't like it. You're fully inside. And I'm like, I don't know. I'd rather be outside.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like that. I'm remembering now.
Yeah.
Well, because it was even like, they were.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting.
Yeah. And there's like windows that open, but like, I don't know. I want to be outside. I don't want to be inside. I don't know. I didn't like it. And technically, like they had more hot tubs than like, but that was also enclosed. Like there was no hot tub. Whatever. Getting off topic. So
I do. We like them on the Wish class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
What would make it
perfect?
Yeah.
I think I would have liked. Because I'm trying to think on the treasure. Oh, the reason I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 is some of the activities was hard to get to because everyone was getting to those things. So I think like, for instance, like troublemaking with Cruella, we didn't even get to the first one, even though we showed up early.
That's right.
Because too many people were showing up. So I would say like, that was kind of annoying, is like some of the more popular activities. I wish they've offered more of it, like more times to do it, or
better space for
it. Like I think again,
but
like
better space on a cruise ship is kind of hard to find.
Yeah, because even like my big complaint that I do think the Dream class does a little bit better is like the adult only area. So Saga is like an open theater in the middle of the ship. It's not enclosed by any means, but they do like adult only or 18 plus activities in there. And we did try to do that like hero or villain one, or was it a Marvel one? There was an activity our first night that we didn't get to, even though we were there over 30 minutes beforehand, and it was already completely filled because of the activity that was currently happening. And so then it's just like, it was just like annoying. And so like I was very frustrated.
Oh yeah, so maybe the schedule could have just been moved so like because of one thing, like people wouldn't be like, oh, but like obviously that's the Disney vibe of being like, oh, what's this?
Well, that's what well, that's what I like is like, I like on other cruises, I felt like I could just like walk by and all of a sudden be like, oh, what's going on? And like stopping and like having fun. Versus on the Destiny, it's almost like the parks now where you have to be mindful of your activities. So again, it's like you have to be planful to show up early and like you have to like know that it's happening. There's no like just like walking into a fun activity. Like the Destiny, like you do have to work for it versus I felt on the Treasure, we could walk and just be like, oh, there's something going on. And it's even at the Dream, like with the adult area, because it's completely far away. It's so hard to get, not hard to get to, but it's, you have to walk to it. So like people aren't just like, or kids aren't just stumbling in on it. So it feels just better. And there was way more space. Like on the Dream, I felt like we had no issues getting to like the adult only stuff.
Yeah. I will say, I think there was like an elevator where like kids had to walk through with their families.
On the Dream, yes.
On the Dream to it. And like,
that was like
obviously
on the
there's
pool.
There's gonna be kids on a Disney cruise, which we expect.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just getting into semantics now.
Yeah. So that's why I don't give it a 5 out of 5. Is like I remember like that there was multiple activities. There's obviously 2 activities we never even got to do because of just the people and like the sheer amount. And then 2, like so then I just like wish that they would either like put it in a different area, offer more of it, or just like make it a little bit easier to, and I think that's just it too, is like there wasn't enough cast members kind of like policing, I guess, or like helping like wrangle the crowd or like keep people moving. It like even like with Cruella, we didn't go in because we didn't like how crowded it was, and I felt like another 30 people still went inside, and finally a cast member came in to be like, it's full, because people still kept trying to crowd in there.
Right.
So I just felt like there was like, I wish there was like a little bit more attention to being like, okay, like we're gonna cut people off, or because then too it's like then like I'm willing to queue up, like if there's like a cast member, but like I feel awkward as like I'm not starting my own line. Like I just felt like that could have been
which
handled.
we hypothetically did.
We did.
We sat in chairs just like this.
Yes.
And we waited. And then we said, hey.
We're first.
We're first. And everybody else lined up against the door while we sat across from the
doors.
From the bar. And
it was
we're just
funny.
like, that's us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What, you gave it a 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5.
And what is the?
It was onboard activities.
Onboard activities. I'm gonna go for. See, it's not. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Okay.
Out of 5, and it's not because like I would say for the same reasons of yours.
Yeah.
I would dock it because it's a Disney cruise. There's only so much space for activities, and that's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna find those moments, but the thing was for this one, it just something about it felt so different, and I wondered too if it was because on the other cruise ships like the Wish or the Treasure or even the Dream is that like there wasn't necessarily like a true theme, like obviously there's theme, but like for this one, it's so specific.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that heroes, villains, like was again like
almost too specific.
And which caused it that. So, but like I would say 3.5, just because like I wish there was a little bit more uniqueness to it. Mm-hmm. That's the best way I could put it.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so entertainment is next, and so some of the entertainment that is advertised on the Disney Cruise Line website is there's 3 different shows, like Broadway style shows. Mm-hmm. You have Disney's Hercules, you have Disney's Seas the Adventure, Frozen, a musical spectacular, and there's Pirate Night, which Pirate Night is on every single Disney cruise. I shouldn't say every single Disney cruise. I think the vast majority.
The vast majority.
Which, to me, a Pirate Night is a must in order to have a perfect Disney cruise.
That's fair.
Just saying.
Do they do those On the Alaskan?
No, it's a Frozen.
Wouldn't that be so fun though?
A pirate night.
Pirates, like, how did we end up here?
Yeah, I think like Anna and Elsa come out and it's like a whole thing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
We need to go on an Alaskan cruise.
And I think it's on like their glacier day. It's like when the giant glacier is like in view. Yep.
They have a glacier day?
Yeah. Disney.
Anyway.
Hook us up.
We'll
rate it.
Keep going.
Okay, so we did not. So Disney Sees the Adventure is not specific to the Disney Destiny. Is on all the Wish class ships. We did not go on it on the Disney Destiny, so I'm not gonna rank it. It's a cute show. I love the show. I think it's a cute little mashup. Goofy is on some antics being Goofy, and they bring in all different characters, and they have this whole like montage of like Disney's like best hits, pretty much. Yeah. It's really good. Disney's Hercules is unique to this ship, which I did like. It wasn't my favorite show. I think there was like certain aspects to it that I didn't necessarily like. I hate when shows try to like make something like quirky or unique. And so like in this show, they took some of like my favorite songs from Hercules and made them into like New York, like modern songs. Like they like placed it also like in New York, and I was like, I didn't like it.
Yeah, you could tell, but it was basically, it gave big city vibes.
Yeah.
But like, it was very much just not what we were expecting.
Yeah.
And we've been to many a thing where Danielle has had a moment of trying to be like, oh, this isn't what I thought. I'll just enjoy it now, which is exactly what we did with this. Mm-hmm. But like, for some reason, I felt like the actors in that one in particular were like, they had such good voices, but they were holding back.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like something about it was just like, it wanted to get to like level 11, but like it couldn't pass 9.
Yeah.
And like, there was just something.
Yeah.
So.
No, I totally agree.
Because again, whoever played Hercules, his pipes, whew.
Yeah.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah. So it just wasn't my favorite. So again, like it's not, I just didn't like the way they put it together. And I think some of the fight sequence felt weird. I felt like they could have done more with the puppetry. It felt like it was very basic in my opinion, especially because it's like what they've done with other shows in puppetry. So like that's where like it felt flat for me.
Yeah.
So then there was Frozen, a musical spectacular, which was my favorite. That was so amazing. I think it's even like, it's a contender of like my favorite across all the ships.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And then Pirate Night.
But Moana.
Yeah. I mean, when I watched the videos of us, because we have YouTube videos of every single day aboard the Disney Destiny that you can go watch, that was your high. Like you said, like Frozen was your favorite on all the ships. So.
She'll clip that.
Insert here.
Frozen's probably my favorite.
Yep.
So.
And then Pirate Night. And so again, Pirate Night isn't unique to this ship, but so good. It's so good. This one was good because it can get canceled. It can get modified, but this one was good. The rock band was really good. Yeah. I liked it. I liked that it was like a cover band of like all like fun, rocky, piratey songs. Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was better than what they did on The Dream. Like I thought that was very minimal. I didn't like it. Yeah. So I thought it was better. I liked that. I liked that like Jack Sparrow came flying down.
That
like,
was pretty cool.
The fireworks were fantastic. Like I liked it. And we had a really good view.
And also feel free to dress up for Pirate Night. We do. We go all out. I mean, like, we've got hats. We've got
full cosplays.
Full cosplays doing. Yes. You know, we even down to the boats.
The boats.
So yeah.
We go all out.
Have fun with it.
So for the entertainment, I think I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. It was one of the best pirate nights. I love Frozen. Seas, I mean, we didn't see it, but I'm not gonna knock it down for not seeing it, and it's a good show.
Are we counting Pride Lands?
Well, that's in the food.
I know, but like...
I'm not counting that in entertainment. That gets lumped into the food.
I'm gonna go a little half and half and just give it a 5. Yeah, full
You're giving
5.
the entertainment 5 out of 5?
Oh wait, no, we'll go 4.5. Sorry, I'll go 4.5 because it was good, but like, again, maybe it's just because how many shows were there?
3. There's always 3.
There's always 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just that little Hercules hiccup.
Yep.
It's not that it was bad.
No.
It's just like you expect a certain standard.
Yep.
Especially after all the shows we have seen.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh.
Man, I'm like, don't touch my show. Don't change the music.
I was gonna say, you want to hear certain like songs, especially.
Yeah.
And when they're done differently, you're like, wait a minute, no,
Yeah.
no, bring back the refrain.
Yeah. All right. So our last category that we're gonna talk about, and it's the biggest one, food. It's like food and drinks in the bars and stuff like that. So I have kind of like 4 subcategories with the food. We have the quick services, rotational dining, adult dining, and the bars. So we'll start with the quick services. Some of them are Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. We have Marceline's Market, and then we also have like the different cafes, which is Cafe Megara, Cafe Merida. So for the quick services, I love Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods. It's, again, not the buffet, but it's like these different like food stalls, and they're themed differently. So like you have Goofy's like barbecue, I think, and you have like a taco, like Mexican themed, Donald's Cantina, and then you have like Minnie's, like hers is, I think, is the ice cream, like the ice cream stall or whatever.
Which we
love. So I love all that food. I love Marceline's Market. Like, I think it's a great buffet. I think they have really good options, like for breakfast and lunch. Love going there.
And especially its layout is actually like really simple. And like it's the same on both sides, ending at one thing in the back. And plenty, I think because the Wish class is bigger, a lot more seating.
Yes.
Where we had to fight tooth and
dream,
nail on
we
the
were
dream.
fighting people. But the theme on the dream was so much cuter.
Agreed. I do like that like more because it was more
beach and like nautical. Yeah. It was way cuter. So Marceline's Market theme is like just pretty basic, but I love the food. I like the food. So, and then like the different cafes, which is Megara and Merida. I will say like I love Hercules and you love Brave, but the themes felt flat. I think this is like where, when I was talking about earlier in the video, where I expected things to get better after learning certain things. On the Treasure, they're themed so beautifully. You have the Jade Cricket Cafe.
Yeah. Yep. It's so
stunning.
Yeah. And
stunning.
And I will say with Brave, like you could see the little like the wisps, you know, for that cafe, but
but ultimately I think where the Jade Cricket Cafe was the Cafe Megara.
Yes.
I mean, it was gorgeous, but I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's like there was so much theming and details put into the previous ship. Like, what the heck, Disney?
That's fair.
And this is like where I think you'll probably see a lot of my complaints or like things that like I didn't like, is because again on the Wish class ships, like since the layout's exactly the same, sometimes they bring over the same exact stuff, and it's like, how did it get worse? Like it should get better. Like it's like, we'll get into it. So like I would say like overall with the quick services, loved, but I have to knock it down some because of, I think the cafes, they just somehow did worse versus getting better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then with rotational dining, there's 3 restaurants that you rotate during your time on your cruise. And you have the Pride Lands, which is also entertainment. There's a show only one night. Not both nights if you get to sit there twice. There's 1923, which is aboard all of the Wish class ships. And then there's Worlds of Marvel, which is also aboard all the Disney Wish class ships.
I understand why it's on the Destiny, but it only makes sense on the Destiny. Stop it.
Yeah.
World of Marvel either needs better food or stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. It makes my biggest complaint is it does not belong on the Wish, on the Wish.
On the Wish, for sure.
It makes
for sure.
I want to use so many swear words right now. It makes no sense on there. Anyways, okay. So this is probably where it's going to lose the most points for me is Pride Land's menu. So we actually, when you first get on the ship on your first day, you usually get to have lunch. Like the buffet's open, but they also let you do lunch at a sit down. And I think on the Wish class, it's always where they have the entertainment. So there's always been like one dinner that has entertainment, a stage in the center. So on the Disney Destiny, it's Pride Lands. So it is Lion King themed. So we had lunch there and we had 2 dinners at Pride Lands. And so overall, the food was phenomenal. I love the flavoring. I love the dishes. Yeah. I think, again, they were really unique. It wasn't something that like you could find maybe even at the parks or on other ships. So I love that. I love having like exclusive things that you can enjoy at these things. Again, it's a reason why you want to go on this ship is because you can't get it anywhere else. So I thought the food was great. The flavor was great. My issue though is because again, like it's a 4 and 5 night itinerary, there's many times where people will be sitting in there twice, like we did. We got to sit there twice. So they did a phenomenal show. 5 out of 5. The show was fantastic.
That show was
incredible. The food was fantastic. But then our second night, no show, nothing. And there's just an empty stage, nothingness. And it's just weird because on the Treasure, it's Coco themed.
Yep.
You got 2 shows. The first show wasn't necessarily themed to Coco the movie. There was like nods to it. But then the second show, like Miguel comes out.
Yeah. Yes.
Like it's a whole thing and it was fantastic.
I swear they did like 2 things for Arendelle.
Did they? Or did we only go? No, because there's a pirate night.
It's been a while.
No, because so the Wish is only a 4 and 3 night cruise, and then one of the nights is pirate night.
Gotcha.
So like even if you got the chance to sit at that restaurant twice, one of the times is probably pirate. I don't think there's a second show, but correct us if we're wrong in the comments.
I'd like to be wrong.
Yeah.
But either way.
So again, like I don't know why there's no show. There's no there should be a show. I'm sorry.
Even if Arendelle on the Wish doesn't have a second night, there should be something.
There should be something.
And whether or not it's just like a small entertainment or whatnot, like it just sort of felt.
It felt so weird.
Especially with how amazing that show was.
The first show.
Like look, I don't need you to follow it up with better. It's just like, just give me a little
something. Just music or I don't know.
Music, anything.
It's goofy.
But like, it's very interesting.
Yeah, so I have to knock it down. And then also too, and it might have just been like the night or the things that we ordered. Like when I rewatched the video, we both didn't. I liked the menu second night. You didn't. So like then also too.
Oh,
so then
I think mine was specifically due to
the beef.
The portioning. Like,
yeah, because you got so much fat.
Yeah, because it was a lot of just fat, not meat, and that was disappointing.
Yeah. So, but either way, second night. Not as great. And also my drink was weird because it was just straight Jello.
Oh yeah. We do try as many new things as possible. Yeah. And it said like, the way they list things doesn't exactly say like.
No, it was so again, I'm sober. And so I always order like the non-alcoholic drinks. And like, again, I don't even order like the 0 proof drinks because there's still like hints of alcohol and that stuff. So I don't order those. I order specifically, a lot of times it's like the kids' drinks. So there's 2 drinks. Order the first one the first night, order the second one. So again, it's on the drink menu.
Yep.
Advertised as drinks for kids.
Yeah, drinks.
Drinks. And it was a cup of Jello.
Yep.
A straight cup of Jello.
When that came out, I literally was like...
Everyone at the table was dying.
Yeah, like how do you... You can't drink it. You can't drink it.
I thought again, like in my mind when I ordered it, I thought like there'd be some liquid, like it would be liquid with some Jello in it.
Yeah, not just Jello.
And especially because they gave me a straw with it. I'm like,
I mean, you could vacuum that up.
It's ground up, so like they know what they're doing. what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Well, that's why it is called slimy yet satisfying.
Not satisfying. Disney, you need to get some sober people up in your food creation to help with your drinks, because Disney, come on. You could have done so much better.
Because there's a way to do fun drinks without ice cream or a glow cube. Although, I love a glow cube.
He does.
So put them in my adult drinks.
Yeah. Okay, so then 1923, also, like I said, the next two restaurants are on all the Wish class. So 1923, I very much do enjoy 1923. I think it's the better rotational dining restaurants on any of the ships. However, it was disappointing on the Destiny, which is my complaint.
They did change the menu.
Well, it is different.
Yeah.
It is slightly different on the Treasure as well, because you get lobster tails on
the Treasure. Which Danielle was so excited to go to 1923 and get some lobster tail because she's just entered her seafood era. It was definitely very much like, can't wait. Gets the menu. It's not there. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. And so again, the menu is different on all three ships slightly. Like, I don't think everything's different, but it's slightly different.
Except World of Marvel.
Exact
same menu every time.
And that's my complaint. That is my complaint.
I'm like, that one needs to change.
That's what I was going to say. I will die on this hill. 1923, the menu so again, you have the Wish, which is the first ship. The Treasure is the second ship. So when we went on the Treasure, the menu got better for 1923. But then I go on the Destiny and it's worse. That's my complaint. How is it worse? It should be better or status quo. Like, if you were just like, perfection is on the Disney Treasure, then just bring that menu over. Like, that's my complaint. And then, secondly, I hate World of Marvel. I think I will officially say I hate it because it's not that good, and then you don't change it. That's crazy. That, like, you just keep bringing, like, they have the opportunity to make it better. They have to be hearing the complaints.
I wish we could find out which night that one is. So we can.
You can.
So we can.
I think the issue is when it's on a new ship, we want to keep trying to, like, we want to give it its fair shot.
Yeah.
But yes, like we're going to go back on the Wish in January, which will be our third time on the Wish, and for a wedding for a friend of ours. And depending on when I'm not going. I'm not, because I'd rather get room service. Like, I would rather get room service.
Either room service, or what I'm saying is I would rather make that night our Palo night.
Yes.
And like, that's what I'm saying is, like, I wish we knew beforehand what rotation we would be.
Yes.
Because I would specifically be like, no, going to Palo.
Yep. Totally. I know. Oh,
like that.
So
I would very much choose to just continually, and like, don't get me wrong. I think first and foremost though, like, we're speaking from an adult perspective, but like, even from a family perspective, I do think that menus that does make sense. Like, for your chicken tendy kids, like, it's like I was growing up, World of Marvel makes sense, but like, maybe theme it different, or like, I think the theming for it in particular feels lazy because it is screens.
It's screens and nothing.
And that's where I'm like, we could do a little bit more.
There could be true entertainment. Like, again, on the Wish, there is a story that's happening with Ant-Man, and then Spider-Man comes out at the end, and it's like, so again, there is a thing. Then on the Treasure, it's the same thing, but then the second night, it's just trivia, which was kind of fun, but again, it was so
fun for me. I will say, I preferred the trivia because...
Okay, but the trivia also didn't work for a while.
That's true.
So the screen,
that's true.
One thing is these screens, and then they weren't working. Again, it's like, this is all you have, and it's not even working. So that is very frustrating. Yeah. Again, it's just one of those things where it's like, just make it better, or just do something different. Like, for the love of something, like, just make it different. So, okay, so adult dining, there's nothing unique on this ship that isn't on all the other ships.
No.
So it's Palo and Enchanté. We did not do Enchanté. We have yet to do Enchanté. Maybe we'll do it on the next cruise. But we did Palo. We've been doing Palo on every cruise since we've done it, since our first time.
I think the second
This is our third time.
Yes,
we
but
did
I'm
our
saying
second cruise.
Second cruise is when we tried it, and we were just...
We love it. Yes.
It is an upcharge.
It is more expensive.
That one you do have to pay a little extra for per person, or you are just like paying for your meal, whether a la carte or...
Yes, there's an a la carte or there's a prefix, which could be $50, which is honestly for a steak house.
Yes.
$50 per person and Disney pricing.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable.
They treat you so
amazing.
You know, one of the reasons I love Disney cruises is because you're cosplaying, or cruises in general, especially you're cosplaying as rich, right? And so like when you go to Palo, you definitely get that like upscaled treatment of like, you know, like...
And like you could, I don't know, whether they're faking it so good, I feel like the people love their job and they're just so excited to like help you have a great evening.
And we're very curious people, so we'll always ask like about like the individuals that are taking care of us, because we don't just want you to take care of us, we want everybody to essentially... I mean, I'm from the Midwest. I'm going to yap, and I am going to basically make you another family member, and I'll see you at the next reunion.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's, and I love it, and I love learning about people. All over the world. They tell us about the trips. We actually saw the maitre d'. He was he was from the Dream.
Yep, and he recognized us.
And he recognized us on the Destiny. It was cool to actually see him there. So that was really cool.
It was so good. Yeah. So 5 out of 5. It's fantastic.
Apollo,
and again, I'm sober, so it's like I don't eat any food that's like made with alcohol or cooked in alcohol. And so what I like is I feel like it's like the mid-tier restaurants that is always just like so annoying to like work with or deal with, because one thing is on the menus, they don't always disclose like when they cook alcohol in it. So like I'll ask questions and stuff like that. And then secondly, like when you go to these mid-tier places, it is like a lot of stuff is like pre-made. It's again, and especially like, and I don't ever expect people to like go above and beyond or like do crazy things to like accommodate me. But sometimes I'll just like simply ask, like, can you do this? And if they can't, it's reasonable. But it's like, I hate when you're in these like middle tier restaurants when they're charging you upscale pricing, but they're not willing to give you an upscale experience.
That's fair.
And that's my complaint is like, how are you going to charge me $60 to upwards to $100 a plate or a head, but not give me that experience? So again, it's like, you're going to look me in the face and charge me $100 a head, and you're telling me you can't make a sauce on the side.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't Applebee's where like everything is pre-made or pre-packaged. Like, that's where I don't expect people to be able to be like whip up a different like sauce that doesn't have alcohol in or anything like that. But like when you go to restaurants and like, especially if you're advertising who the chef is, like these are upscale restaurants. And if your head chef cannot make a sauce without alcohol in it, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like that is crazy to me. So again, like when we're in the theme parks, I never expect those like quick services places to make things without alcohol in it. But I will ask like, oh, what has alcohol in it? Can you just like not put the sauce on it? Or can you not add that one thing that has alcohol in it? Because then I'll just eat it without that thing in it. But yeah. So with that said, what I like about going to Palo is you are getting that experience, and they can make everything without alcohol for me.
Yeah.
And that is just, it is a safe place for me to like have this adult dining experience, because oftentimes I do feel like higher end restaurants put alcohol in it just to make it more expensive. Where like and I shouldn't say higher end, it's that middle tier where it's like, I think they just add alcohol because it sounds fancy and now they can charge more.
Yeah.
When it doesn't really do anything for the dish. And so I like going to Palo. Every time we've gone to Palo, I tell them I don't want anything cooked, and it is no problem. I can order anything on that menu and they will customize it for me, and there's no issues. And they also treat me with so much respect, and I don't feel like a burden for asking for that thing, and that feels great. So again, it's like I never go into a restaurant expecting people to like move heaven and earth for me, but it's phenomenal when I can go, when I know when I'm going on these cruise ships, I know I can ask the question and not feel guilty about it or feel bad, and know that I'm going to get a phenomenal dish. So yeah, that is what I'm going to stand on. So yeah, Palo, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I drink So it is. We always tell, like, especially towards the end, sometimes they'll bring you a little like treat and whatnot, and they'll like a little limoncello thing.
Yeah.
And they'll specifically make one without
Yeah.
alcohol. So like again, if you have any allergies or anything, they're so good, so knowledgeable.
Yes.
Of like just the things involved, and because it's actually like a working kitchen, like
With real chefs. Yeah.
they throw down and.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going.
Gonna keep going for sure.
Yes.
Exactly.
Disney, you got me there. I will continue to spend my money on Palo.
Yes. Yes. All right. The last thing with the food is the bars. So some of the bars that are aboard the Disney Destiny is DeVille's, which is a piano bar. There's the Haunted Mansion Parlor, which is also aboard the Disney Treasure. Cask and Cannon. It's kind of like a sports bar themed. We didn't go into it at all aboard the Disney Destiny, but like
It's like pirate themed.
it was a pirate themed.
But it is
Again, it feels like it's this type of bar. It's
where the dads go.
The dads go because they're playing sports. They're playing sports. The only time we ever went into this bar on the other ships is because they had trivia in it.
Well, but also it was 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea themed.
Yeah, but okay.
I was like, I love that. Don't you just shrug that off?
No. Okay,
Anyway, continue.
It's the themes are cool itself, but like the theming in there is very simplistic because it is trying to like gear towards older men and like be a sports bar. So like again, like it is cool in there, but it's not like the Haunted Mansion Parlor by any means. So that's why I just do like, okay, yeah, it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, but like again, that's not the reason we went into that bar. The reason we went into that bar is because there was trivia, and then we were all of a sudden being like, oh, it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
She's got me there.
So it didn't go. And then the last one is the Sanctum, which is themed after Doctor Strange from the MCU.
Yeah.
So overall with the bars, I had high expectations. DeVille's 5 out of 5. It blew my mind. The drinks were phenomenal. The servers were phenomenal. The piano player that we had, Ryan, was amazing. Loved him. He was so incredible. So love that. Haunted Mansion Parlor, the theme itself is breathtaking. It's the same exact bar on the Treasure. My complaint is, again, the non-alcoholic drinks were worse on this menu. They were okay, I don't think incredible. I think one drink was incredible, and I think the other drink was like good, but like not like, oh my god, this was like the most amazing thing I've ever
I can't remember. Was it the one with the ube that you had, like the purple and coconut milk one that you had?
That was the one that was like, that's okay, because Disney loves ube, and they love shoving that, because there's also
it makes things purple, so.
Yes, and then like, but it's like the milk drinks, because they also had a milk drink on the Wish in the Star Wars, the Hyperspace Lounge. Oh. I remember that. So Disney kind of like changed it a little bit to fit, because I think it's blue on the Hyperspace and it's purple in the, but it's pretty much the same drink. Oh. I'm gonna like check, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, so one drink was phenomenal. That drink was like, oh, it was good, but it wasn't like great. And that's why I was grateful that I got that second drink, because it was so good. So anyways, those drinks did not come over to the Destiny. They brought 2 new drinks that were like, like it was good. Like one drink was good. And I don't even think I had the other drink, because I was like, I don't want that. I can already tell I don't want that. So it's just disappointing when, again, how does it get worse? But then they brought most of the alcoholic drinks over. And that was my complaint, was like, so there's 2 non-alcoholic drinks, and you don't even bring over one of them. You bring you make 2 new ones, but then you bring the alcoholic drinks over. I don't know.
I'm wondering if it was the an aspect of, because like the Haunted Mansion like themed bar, and because it's a little dark and like kind of spooky for kids.
Yeah.
So like maybe they just sort of like didn't put as much effort towards the non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
Because it's the Disney adults like us
but then
who are
just
hanging
bring
out
over
there.
then just bring over the drinks from the Treasure. Don't even make new drinks.
That's fair.
Again, it's just, I find it very interesting when like Disney has made decisions to just not change it when it already sucks, but then to change it when it's good. And maybe like I'm the minority. Maybe I'm the one who liked the drinks on the first one, and maybe a lot of people didn't like it. So that's why they tried new ones. But yeah, so again, it's just a personal thing where it's like, I just didn't think the newer drinks were better. It fell flat for me. But again, the theming was phenomenal. the interactions happen way quicker on the Destiny versus the Treasure.
Oh, like the whole
Yes.
show, if you will,
Yes,
of the
like the
happening,
interactions that are happening.
like the portraits and stuff.
Yeah, which to me isn't necessarily a good or bad. I just noticed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then with the Sanctum, I had high expectations because I love Doctor Strange. He's one of my favorite MCU characters, and it fell flat for me. I think the theme, like when you first look at it, you're like, wow, this is cool. But then when you actually take the time to look at everything, it's generic stuff. Like it's not things that are super, like that's Doctor Strange or...
The books were pretty cool.
The books were
But to be fair, the books were like the only thing.
The only thing.
You know, because like there were little, again, it's the fact that it's like they almost placed Easter eggs too small for it, whereas like I think of Tiana's Bayou on The Wish,
So good.
and it's just like all that stuff on top you could see coming down.
Yeah.
You know, like the flowers and stuff.
And then the Jungle Cruise on the Treasure.
Jungle Cruise was so well done.
So well done.
But like then you get to this one, it did feel very simple, and like there is a simplicity to it that I think it's oversimplified, and maybe they just, I don't know, maybe they're like Wish, Treasure, then they make the Destiny, and now like they go a little bit less on the Destiny, so that way whatever they give us on Believe is just going to be incredible.
Terrified. I'm terrified.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it fell flat for me. So again, there was nothing when you were just like sitting in there that you're just like, oh my God, this is the Sanctum. Like, oh my God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
And then also the drinks were I will say like my favorite, I am probably biased, is the Disney Wish because you get beignets at least.
Oh.
There's no snack that you could get at this place, which was like a little disappointing.
That was strange.
Where how dare you offer me fantastic food and snack on first bar, but no other bar?
No, I want beignets.
I know I want beignets too. But yeah, so the Sanctum fell flat. I remember my first drink was, I think both drinks were okay.
Yeah.
The first drink was better. I remember the second drink, and Kevin made fun of me because I did go yuck out loud. But it's only because the two drinks mixed together in my mouth were horrendous.
That's fair.
But yeah, it was just,
And mine aren't that great. I am not a connoisseur of high-end alcohols. I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between taste of one compared to another. I am a cocktail person all day, but I'm willing to try new things. And I mean, some of the stuff that I had on there, like I didn't go for the oolong tea one because it looked involved.
Yeah,
it was
but
pretty.
Also, wasn't that one like $50 or something?
but plus like I just like the profile, the taste profile that it listed wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna try something else, and then it ended up like they didn't even charge me for the first one.
They gave you a beer.
I got a different. What did I even get?
You just got a beer.
I did just get a beer.
Yeah. Because to be fair, we went Haunted Mansion straight into the Sanctum, so that would have been like that was your third drink. So
the things I do for trying things.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, with that, so again, like the bars, Cruella's was DeVille's was so good, but then the rest of them, Adult dining was great. Yeah, I'm sticking with a 3. It doesn't change.
I think a 3 is fair.
I think a 3 is so fair.
I think a 3 is extremely generous.
Yeah.
But like, nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, we went over our 6 categories. And so now we're just going to wrap this up with our overall highs and lows from the trip. It doesn't, again, not necessarily is it specific to the Destiny because every experience is different, but just as a recap from the high, because we always mention our highs in our videos, but we're now going to mention our highs and lows. So on our first day, we both said our high was Palo. Our second day, which was a day at sea, we said, you said your high was Pride Lands. Mine was the Rainforest Room. Pirate Night, I said Rainforest again. And you said celebrating my birthday because it was at my actual birthday that day. Then the day at sea, you said Rainforest Room, and then I said Troublemaking with Cruella, and then our last day we both said Castaway Cay was our high. So obviously, if you can't tell, Rainforest Room is often our favorite. So
it's so relaxing.
Big reason why we spend the money is because it is one of our favorite things. So, so Kevin, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first on like the
so
overall
for the overall
high
high for the entire
the Disney
thing.
Destiny?
Oh,
yes,
man.
I know. I know what my high is.
Can it be is it our experience, or is it specific to the Destiny, or like
that's what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily need to be specific, but it's just like again
gotcha.
your overall high.
My overall high for the Disney Destiny for our trip was being able to celebrate your birthday. I think it was magical. It is.
It was I would say, like we both said that. This cruise, like the itinerary, the length, the different things that we did on it, this was probably our second favorite cruise ever. I think we both said, like, it was still the Treasure was number one, but it was up there.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, my overall high that I'm saying is the storytelling, and specifically with Zaya and Gamble. I think again, overall, the true story of the ship, the adventure that we had on the ship, the Zaya and Gamble leading us through this story, leading the charge, showing us what our destiny is, helping us find our destiny. Like, it was fantastic. Even though like we had some of it on the Treasure, I think the Destiny, they did it the best.
Yeah,
I think they truly nailed, like this is the one thing that I think the Destiny, they nailed. And it is the best experience on that ship. So that was truly my overall high is Gamble and Zaya and the storytelling that was happening on the ship.
Fair enough. What was your low?
I would say my overall low was the food and drinks. So I think, again, we're big foodies. Even though I'm sober, I still love getting fun drinks. And that's another reason why I love even going to Disney is they do offer so many non-alcoholic drinks because there's so many kids there. So like they do offer just a lot of options for that. But with just the things that they repeated from other ships, but somehow made it worse, not offering like a second showing at Pride Lands, and just again, like the bars themselves, like it all just kind of like those all fell flat for me. And some even are unmemorable. Like it was just like, oh, like,
yeah, that's fair.
So like I think that was like my overall like low was just like, the food falling flat, the drinks falling flat, like the bars even being like hit or miss. Like I feel like those things were, which for the most part on the Treasure, I felt like were so memorable. Like I had so many amazing moments in those areas. And then on the Disney Destiny, I didn't get the same experience.
Yeah.
How about you?
My low would probably be our excursion getting canceled at Cosmo.
Oh.
We were gonna go four-wheeling. I was really looking forward to that.
Me too.
But not enough people were adventurous, so they canceled it.
No, you guys were all boring and basic.
Get crazy.
Get crazy. I think the issue is they offer a 2-seater and a 4-seater, and so the thing is on the waiver it says if you're a 2-person party, you are most likely going to be paired up with another 2-person party because it's a 4-seater. And so I obviously was
not many people want to meet people like me.
No, I think the issue is there's more 4-person families than 2-person families when we're talking about Disney cruises.
Yeah.
So we sign up for the 2-person
That's fair.
ATV because there's 2 of us. And I know the 4-person ATV, or because it's not an ATV, but it's like a giant like Jeep thing.
Yeah.
That excursion did happen. So I think for the most part, when you're talking about traditional families, like I think there's a lot of times there's 2 adults and 2 children. So they're going to opt to be on the 4-person versus the 2-person.
Fair.
So I think that's what happened.
Well, either way.
It stunk that we didn't get to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching. And once again, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kevin. We'll see you on the next chat.